welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I was silent for so long, but that's about to change, I hope. I'm really sorry, but I got a new job and therefore spend a lot of time working and not so much time filming and editing and also studying a lot of Japanese. Therefore, yeah, I wasn't really in the mood for mostly editing, not just not filming, but the editing is what kills me. But today I thought, hey, good opportunity to do a video, and yeah, here I am. Please excuse my hair look because I just came home from my gym after I went to work. Long story short, the video I want to do for you today is the Try a Chapter book tag. This has been going around BookTube, and although I'm not really watching a lot of BookTube videos at the moment, even I noticed that. I just recently finished a book and thought it was a good opportunity. I'm currently reading a book, actually, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, but I'm not really feeling it and I kind of have to drag myself to read it, and so I thought, yeah, no, after finishing the other book that I preferred over Percy Jackson as well, I want to read something else, at least as my main book. I'm going to start off with the two books that are still on my TBR. I will read the first chapter of those two books, and if I don't want to read any of those two books, I will go into my rereading pile of books and choose some from those and read the first chapter as well. So I already read the first two chapters of Michael, They, and the Storm of Lightning. First chapter was like way too short. I'm on page 15 with the two chapters, and I have to admit I actually really enjoyed the first two chapters, and I'm really glad that I already read the second chapter because there was just amazing Hatch. I mean, I despise Hatch, but the scene with Hatch just was so amazing, and I didn't even realize how much I've missed this bad guy. And I'm really glad that I kind of picked this book up right now. It's definitely a contender for my next book to read, and I actually didn't want to read another Richard Paul Evans book so soon after. I read The Broken Road last month and was really disappointed, but this book, already with the two chapters, kind of gave me hope again and gave back my love for Richard Paul Evans books. I finished the first chapter of Red Rising by Pierce Brown, and I have to say I like the writing style from the beginning on, but the story kind of dragged a bit. Maybe because I've already read the first chapter kind of twice, once in German a few years back and once in English last year when I got the book. So I'm not quite sure why it wasn't that entertaining, but still I feel there is a lot of conflict already, and there's a lot of hints here and there, and I actually ended up enjoying the first chapter a lot, and now I'm kind of torn because I can't really decide on any of the TBR books. So I chose a few reread books. I finished the prologue of Nightmare by Ulrich, and I have to say I really enjoyed it. And I remember that this was one of Ulrich Schweikert's books that I wasn't the biggest fan of, that basically the only book that I enjoyed but wasn't really over the moon with. So I'm pretty fascinated that I kind of really liked the prologue, and I also am pretty shocked that I kind of like Raika now, because I remember that I really despised her and that she wasn't really a character for me, but now I'm like, oh my god, I want more, and I want more of Raika. But yeah, really surprisingly good. And And lastly, I read the first chapter of Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. And again, I can say I enjoyed it, but I feel like I've already made up my mind and don't really feel like reading anything else. It was a good chapter, and if I wouldn't have read the first chapter of Nightmare, I probably would go with this one, or it would be a high contender as well. So I am choosing Nightmare. So guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you do, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you soon with another video. And if you're still here, please tell me what is the book that you would have chosen for me.